Nigerian comedian and actor Bovi has made a U-turn and apologized on his comments on gentle parenting. ATN earlier reported that the actor had advocated for parents to adopt the gentle parenting approach in training their children. Bovi had stated that he does not beat his children. He had also disclosed that his son breaks their televisions whenever he is angry, and he does not beat him for it, but lets him be. This, however, did not sit well with netizens, as many accuse him of raising a violent child and someone who cannot control his emotions. In a letter tweet on X, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday, Bovi apologized for his comments. He encouraged people to train their children however way they feel like, but maintained that his father did not beat him physically and he is not going to do same to his children. He wrote, I don't go trigger angry people because of this phrase I used for the fun of it. Yeah. Make una no vex. In trying to color my point, I've offended a shallow mob. You don't have to agree with me. If you have children you want to beat, enjoy. My papa no physically beats me and I turned out almost okay. Netizens have continued to air their opinions and register their displeasure with Bovi's school of thought. So we'll get back to the reactions of the people. But
yeah, but you remember what I was telling you yesterday? You remember what I was telling you yesterday, that there are different approaches and there are different approach rather to raising children. Yeah, there are different approach. What was my approach? I think they beat me at some point. Then my father at some point had talks with me. Do you get? So there are times when beating is not the absolute solution. At some point again, I developed a hard skin for beating. So beating stopped working. Do you get? So Bovi's school of thought is, if you ask me, is a very brilliant one.
So why is he apologizing if it was
because you guys are after him.
You're not after him.
No, you are after him. Now you saying that he's raising a violent kid is not. I don't know. But it sounded.
Yesterday we talked about this, and I told you.
That's actually very much.
See, he came out to apologize.
Yes, because of the way you people turned the whole simple.
See, even if the whole world dragged him, he had the resonation within himself that this is wrong.
And that was why he cleared it.
3 times. That's violence. That's violence. What's it teaching that child? Do you get?
Bovi,
and now he's not telling me his dad did not beat him.
Yes, now.
Did not flog him. That's why he's not going to flog his kid. That he turned out nice. Someone broke television 3 times. Someone is under your roof. They go. You understand me? Under your roof, under your nose. You're telling me you won't beat him.
See.
Thank God that he came out to apologize.
I like Bovi, thumbs up to you for the apology, even though I find it not necessary, but I think the explanation still goes further to expatiate on the things I said yesterday on this subject matter. Because there are different ways to raising children, and you don't want to beat your kid. That's perfect. That's super perfect. Methods that work for you are what you should imbibe in your family. And see, you don't want to beat your kid, go ahead and don't beat them, but use methods that are synonymous to you. He wasn't beaten and he turned out this good.
He turned out...
Yes, Bovi is actually an amazing person.
If he turned out an amazing person,
yeah, and that is why he's trying to use that same method for his child.
His kid will break television 3 times.
Did Bovi tell you what he did when he was younger?
What did he do? 3 times. 3 times. There is no justification for it.
Now, let me tell you something.
It actually suits him well that he came out and he apologized.
Yes, I like the fact that he did, but I find it not necessary. If you ask me,
it was necessary.
It was not necessary.
Do you know how many people that are looking up to Bovi?
See,
Bovi no be small. Bovi no small now. Bovi is a force.
Of course, I know. Now, see, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Now, Bovi had an upbringing. Yeah.
Okay.
He grew up in a family. He did stuff. He did a whole lot of things.
Okay.
But yet, his dad did not beat him. Now, at that point, we're not in this era, Gen Z era where...
Check the mama beat her.
Wait now.
Because I know say they don't beat her once.
If there was a beating, he would have stated it there. He would have stated it.
If there was no beating, he would not turn out like that. Maybe the mom was the one that took it upon herself.
Yeah, just like I told you yesterday, there are different ways to discipline a child.
Which ways?
There are different methods.
The most effective way, proven by African parents.
Proven. I like the fact that she said proven by African
method. See, this
parents.
You see all those people used to hear. Chinua Achebe, even in all of them, you see all these icons,
oh,
all these
dear
big
Lord.
people. Go and read their story.
See,
go and check.
And
mama, I know
they flock the living daylight out of them, right?
Your mom, she don't put your head for her lap,
Of course, we almost nearly all of us. But aside Bovi and some other people did not experience that actually, because see, the method they used worked for him, and he's trying to imbibe that same pattern to raising his child or his children. Now I find that really inspiring. Yes, because Bovi is a role model to a whole lot of people, and coming to change the narrative. We are used to certain patterns, and when something doesn't go our way, just like our former story, when something doesn't go our way, we kick against it. When something is not what we are used to, we go against it. And I think we've come to a point where we need to start changing the way we think. We need to start changing our approach to things. We need to start seeing things from a different perspective. And I think that's what this show is all about. We're here to change the narrative and make you see things in ways at which you've not seen them before. Because beating children, I told you, I was referring to the people in the Western world being suing you or calling the cops for you when you hit your child. I think that's actually something we should look into in this part of the world, if you ask me, because really there's no point beating a child when the child now develops tough skin. Like I know of a child that, okay, this boy is a very young boy. He is probably at the age of 16, 17. He's always been beaten anytime he does anything wrong. And guess what? Right now, his mom had him at a very tender age, and now he's grown. He's about this age, and his mom is about this. He's about this height, and his mom is a bit taller. Okay, no, he's a bit taller than his mom actually. Now he stands up to his mom. This is somebody that, okay, when he does something wrong, she would kneel him down, flog the living daylight out of him. Now this guy fights with his mom. When she holds him on the shirt to flog him, he holds her back. This is his mother. Did she not flog him when he was younger?
I'm not saying, see,
she
listen.
Did discipline him when he was younger, but right now he has developed tough skin for these things. I'm just saying
that for kids that are violent, like the way Bovi's kid was, there is no reason not to beat or correct that child. Now that child might be that way because there is no father figure in his life.
Who told you? Who told you?
That is active.
No,
that's why he can stand up to his mom and
true,
hold the church. But I feel like we should move on from this because of our time. Let's look at some of the reactions.
Okay, yeah, some of the reactions.
From Nedu Z said, breaking TV 3 times is a sure sign that you have failed in whatever you are doing in the name of training your child. That's a high level of anger issues. Do you get me? Another tweet from Wina Benaba wrote, I'm glad you acknowledge that you turned out almost okay. Apparently, you're not totally okay. Promise you that. Then from Damilare Odulesi stated, except what you said in that podcast was another comedy talk. I swear, allowing your kids to keep misbehaving because they are kids is absolutely out of it. If you think that's the right way to go, that's your opinion. But for public sanity, we will correct an erroneous opinion.
So these opinions are actually beautiful, and I like the fact that the last comment stated that that was his opinion. Really, if you ask me, that's like the best comment so far. All the other ones coming to say blah 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 blah. See, that's your own opinion. Also, this is the pattern he chooses to use for his children. So yeah.